Hi everyone, welcome to Friends of the Feather, our evening episode for today. So glad you could join us. Please stick around, check it out. It's just chickens. Chicklins and me babblins. Oh goodness, don't eat it, sir. So I see we're still being antisocial. Um, I think the other chickens are being mean to them. I think they're blocking them from eating, so I might have to do something about that. Might have to make some changes. Welcome to Mental Monday. I hope everyone has had a good mental health day. Come gather round, little pecans. Come gather round, pecans. These guys have just had a wonderful day. I've had a wonderful day. I got to make dinner for a dear friend. And I've really started to enjoy making food for people. That was something I never really liked doing. I never liked cooking, and I never liked making food for people. But I've really started to enjoy that. So I figure that cooking is the closest I'll ever get to like black magic or witchcraft or alchemy, which are pretty cool. So, I don't actually want to be a witch or a Wiccan or, you know, I have committal issues when it comes to that. I can't commit that. I can't commit that deeply to anything of that nature. So, but I can do the cooking thing, and I can mix some spices and brew some things in my cauldron and come up with some pretty good stuff sometimes. And I'll have to say that this evening was a bit magical. This evening was a bit magical. The flavor combinations that were going on there was pretty magical. So yes, Mental Monday. We've just been kind of talking about depression, which I suffered from for a long time, and how I've recently come out of that, and what I have done to, oh come on, what I've done to accomplish that, and my longing and wish is that everybody can accomplish the same thing. So, it started with exercise. It actually started in 2020, so it's taken me 3 years to come off with a total of 120 pounds. And I will have to say that I think you should get credit when you lose weight. Like, I would lose like 50 and then gain 20 and then lose 30 and then gain 10. So I really think that, like, when you start tracking something like that, that you should get credit for that. So I mean, if you lose 50 and gain 20, then you still lost 30 pounds, but then if you lose another 50 on top of that, then you've lost 80. Kinda. I don't know. I think you should get credit for the extra weight that you lose, because you lost the 50, and then if you lose another 50, you're losing 50 plus another 20 that you already gained back. So that's actually 120. But alas, that's not how I did mine. I can tell you that. I would be at like 240 if that were the case. That would be nice. But in 2020, I was frustrated, as I had been for about 30 years, with my weight and just feeling like shit all the time. And so I thought about the fact that I had always worked on the food aspect of my weight loss journey, but I had never really done a whole lot with like a really good exercise regimen. Like I had done it for short bursts, short periods of time, like a month and a half or 2 months or something like that, but I would never get on something and stick to it. So because of the pandemic and everything, we decided to join the gym, because at that time nothing was closed down yet. It was like March or February of 2020. Well, soon after that, the Y got stupid, so we had to negate that. But then when everything started to loosen up again, we started going back, and I started hitting the treadmill, and I started hiking, and those things really helped me as far as accelerating the weight loss. Again, it was a slow grind. It was a slow burn. It wasn't something where it all just like flew off of me in like 6 months. No, 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 no. I did lose quite a bit at the beginning. Because I was so heavy, all I had to do was kind of just watch what I eat and just do something once a day, and I would be fine. So it was, it did come off pretty quick in the beginning, but then it started to slow down as usual, it'd start to plateau. And that's when I started hiking, and I just started hiking, and that really was probably one of the most beneficial things. And that's when I started having like a really good, like, mental awakening, but it wasn't quite there yet, because being in nature for me and being in the woods, I grew up like that, so it's kind of like that's like that is like my, where I go to worship, I guess. That is like my cathedral is the forest. So I just feel like I'm at home. I feel like it's every time I walk into the woods, I feel like I'm getting a warm hug. It's especially in the summertime, but even in the winter, it's always welcoming. I always feel like I belong there. So I love the woods, and so I started hiking. And that kind of brought a part of me back that I had been missing for a long time, again, that I didn't know I was missing. And upper management was going with me, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And then we started fishing, and that was another good thing, where we could get out and get active and get out in the sun and get our vitamin D, and try to get everything in that area back in swing. And all during this time, I was just kind of yo-yoing back and forth in weight. So I had the exercise thing down, and I was doing pretty good with my eating. We stopped going to the Y as much, but I just had some type of brain snap. Like, I just decided that I wasn't going to eat anything processed, and I wasn't going to eat any seed oils. I was going to become super duper 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 extra duper picky about what I ate. And it's been a hit or miss kind of thing. Like, I tried quinoa for a while, and that seemed to like kind of keep weight on me. Rice does the same thing, so I've eliminated both of those things. And it's come down to basically like just really good, clean meat. Like, I'm talking like what I like to call first or second hand meat. That means that it's only gone through one or two hands aside from my own before it goes in my trunk. So, first-hand meat would be, we basically get first-hand meat. Well, it is kind of second-hand, I guess. The farmer brings the cattle to the butcher shop that they're willing to sell. They buy it from the farmer, so there's the first hand that it goes through. And then the butcher shop that I buy it from is the one that butchers it. So it's second-hand meat. But it's the best meat I can find. It's the best quality I can find. It's the best price I can find. So that's what I started doing. And once I started doing that, and I tasted just the flavor difference, like the meat actually has flavor. It has like the flavor I remember from when I was a kid. And we used to eat chickens that we butchered ourselves and cows that we had butchered ourselves, first-hand meat. That's the type of flavors that this food has. And it was an eye-opener. And now I'm at the point where I would rather cook food here than go out. I don't even really want to go out to eat anymore, unless it's Mexican. I really like Mexican food. But, oh God, I love a taco salad. Oh God. Anyway, so, yeah, so that's what I did. I cut out caffeine. I'm drinking tons of water. And when I stopped eating rice and I stopped eating quinoa, all grains, when I stopped eating all that is when things really started moving. Like, when I really stopped lying to myself and stopped kidding about what I was eating and thinking it was going to be okay and just a little bit here and there it'd be alright. When I stopped lying to myself with those things, that's when it really started happening for me. And so like the last, I'd say 6 months or so, it's really like shed. Like I think I've lost 30 pounds in the last 6 months, maybe 40. But yeah, it's and I'm down to, you know, I hit goals. I made to my goal weight by my birthday, and it's still going down. So I'm just elated. I'm elated, and I want everybody else to be able to do the same thing. That's why I just bang on about it so much, because it's made such a difference for me. Oh God, you guys, I'm so sorry. Having a nookie break. Yeah, straighten yourself, girl. And everyone else is exposed to this filth. But anyway. Oh, always at the end of the video, huh, bud? Gotta go out with a bang. So, that's my rant about depression and food for my my mental Monday. You'll hear it again. I'm sure I'll go on about it again. And just as I make revelations as things change for me, and of course it's different for everybody, I know that, but you really just have to play around with it and figure out what's best for you. But all the answers are in your food. I guarantee it. There's no pill at the doctor's office that's going to take care of it for you. It's all there. So if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you hanging out with me tonight and listening to me go on and on and on and on. If you've had me muted, I don't blame you. But yeah, so if you're wondering what this is all about, go down to the description box, find out, make sure you subscribe. Please like, comment if you would. Let me know if you've had any trouble with depression and what helped you, what works for you. Good food, no caffeine, and chickens. That's my that's my my prescription for depression. Uh-oh. Look out, Falco. Oh, look out, girl. I know, he's right there. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great night. Have a good Tuesday. Bye-bye.